Reproducibility of three digital instruments to measure cervical range of motion in healthy adults of the University of La Sabana in 2020. We are going to talk about the three different frameworks.
Today I will societe you about our reference paper, Context Compound. The measured on cervical tract motions can help therapists to identify physical disorders. For the reason is measured and routine sought. Routine has been introduced to digital alternative measuring using a smartphone and application to achieve the purpose. An important concept, reproducibility, is the variability on the base value obtained by several observed with measuring the same item. The rate of motion, the ability of a joint to move in a wider and dynamic sense. The digital instrument which represents the measured value in the four and digital number is now a digital instrument. And cervical joint, the cervical spine is the most superior portion of the vertebral column living between in the cranium and the thoracic vertebrae.
Cervical framework. A search was carried out in the Health Air database, finding 13 studies between 2011 and 2019. The cervical move range measure digital has been performed in different continents, showing that Europe, Asia, and America in the North region. However, in South America, there are not relevant studies. The only relevant study was carried out in 2016 at the University of La Sabana, in which movement is used for the development of the study of cervical pain. This begins of the evidence indicating that the application has been used for qualitative studies to measure cervical range of motion with different approaches in the area of physiotherapy. However, no important evidence was found from the studies which the reliability of device was analyzed digital in the measures of cervical movement.
And is transverse, non-experimental descriptive, because this is the type that is useful to evaluate the reproducibility and digital instruments. Our population will be 30 healthy adults of the University of La Sabana. Independent variable is range of movement towards to extension, flexion, and lateral inclination. Dependent variable is reproducibility of digital instruments. Sampling type, no probability. Sampling intentional type of conveyance. Internal validity during the investigation, a specific sample is followed with a protocol made to minimize the risk of bias during the measurement to control independent variable. External validity, the results of the investigation are generalized to population adults. We have the pathological antecedents where the range of cervical movement is evaluated.
Methodological rigor, the internal validity, is to minimize the risks during the measurement to control independent variable, and the external validity is the generalized the adult population about the results without any pathological antecedent. Part is to compare the measured cervical room with three different instruments that are very quantitative. The quantitative information is analyzed by some matrix that we have to organize the information, verify the information, and interpret this information based on the hypothesis.
Ethical considerations. First, the right to self-determination. People must decide whether to participate in the study or not, having the possibility to withdraw at any time. Second, the right to privacy. Personal data will be handled with care and confidence. Third, the right to anonymity and confidentiality. This will be guaranteed with restricted, private, and responsible management of the information. Fourth, the right to protection from harm and discomfort. The study will not be carried out if it causes major or permanent discomfort or damage. Environmental considerations. The study does not require specific spaces and will not affect the environment of the place where it is developed.
In this study, we will have an informed consent that have a different characteristics that are very important. The purpose of the study, the anonymity and the confidentiality, and the voluntary participation. The last one is the most important.
We will use a camera and the participant will be placed with a mark on the floor. The movement to be performed will be shown and the evaluation will be taken 3 times with each instrument. Then the process is to compare the data between participants and device.